in the barren hills of southeastern Turkey, where the winds whisper through dry grasses and the sun casts long shadows. Over forgotten land, there lies a mystery so immense, so utterly baffling, that it threatens to rewrite the very history of humanity itself. Pause. Imagine a place older than the pyramids of Egypt, older than Stonehenge, older even than the very idea of civilization as we thought we knew it. A site so ancient that it dates back more than 12,000 years, yet somehow contains architecture, artistry, and sacred purpose that should not have been possible for a world still supposedly trapped in the Stone Age. This place is called Göbekli Tepe, and it may be the most important archaeological discovery ever made. For generations, we believed civilization was born only after humanity learned to farm, to build permanent settlements, to tame animals and cultivate the earth. We thought hunter-gatherers, scattered and primitive, lacked the sophistication for temples, for organized religion, for grand architecture. But when Göbekli Tepe was unearthed in the 1990s, that entire story collapsed. Beneath layers of earth rested vast stone circles, pillars carved with animals, abstract symbols, and mysterious shapes that no one fully understands. Each stone weighs up to 20 tons, standing tall and proud despite the unimaginable labor required to move them. And the most shocking truth, this monumental complex was built 6,000 years before the first city rose in Mesopotamia. Dramatic effect. Picture it. Bands of so-called nomadic hunters gathering not to chase herds, but to raise stones that defy time. They carve vultures, snakes, wild boars, foxes, and even headless human figures into the rock. But why? Was this a temple, a sanctuary of death, a cosmic map etched into the earth itself? Whatever its purpose, it was built with a precision that whispers of forgotten knowledge. Some archaeologists suggest it was a site of ritual, perhaps even the world's first temple, where humanity's earliest myths were born. Others argue it holds astronomical alignments, tracking stars and constellations across the heavens. Could it be that Göbekli Tepe was humanity's first observatory, a place where the sky and the spirit met? And yet, the mystery deepens. Around 8000 BC, long after it was built, Göbekli Tepe was deliberately buried. Not destroyed, not abandoned, but carefully entombed under thousands of tons of earth. Who buried it, and why? Was it an act of reverence, a ritual closure of its sacred use, or was it an attempt to hide something too powerful, too dangerous from future generations? Pause. When the site was rediscovered, it was as if time itself had kept a secret for 12 millennia, waiting for us to find it only now. But there's a problem. According to the conventional timeline, humanity shouldn't have been able to do this. These were supposed to be primitive people, with no farming, no wheels, no advanced tools, and yet they created a masterpiece. Some suggest this means our ancestors were far more advanced than we've been told. Others whisper that Göbekli Tepe may hold echoes of a forgotten civilization, one erased by time, remembered only in myth. Could this be the true origin of the stories of Atlantis or the Great Flood? Did survivors of a lost world pass their knowledge to hunter-gatherers, igniting a spark of civilization in the unlikeliest of times? The carvings offer tantalizing clues. On one pillar, known as the Vulture Stone, symbols seem to depict a cosmic event, perhaps a comet strike, perhaps the memory of a cataclysm. Some researchers argue this could point to the Younger Dryas, a sudden global cooling around 10,800 BC, possibly caused by a massive impact. If true, Göbekli Tepe may not just be a temple but a warning, a record carved in stone to outlast disaster. Was it a message to the future? To us, pause. And what of the rituals performed here? Imagine ancient figures gathering under torchlight, their chants rising into the night sky as flames flickered against towering stone pillars carved with beasts that seemed alive. Did they seek to communicate with gods, with ancestors, with beings beyond this world? The stones themselves stand in circular enclosures, almost like gathering halls, each centered by two massive T-shaped monoliths. Some believe these represent deities, or perhaps primordial humans, their arms etched faintly along their sides. Others see them as guardians, eternal sentinels watching over a mystery no living soul can fully recall. But let's pause for a moment. If you've been captivated by this journey so far, if the secrets of Göbekli Tepe stir something deep within you, then I invite you to support this channel. Like this video, share your thoughts in the comments. What do you think this place truly was? And subscribe to Mysteries of Time, so we can continue exploring history's deepest secrets together. Every voice, every comment, every subscription helps keep these forgotten stories alive. Pause now, let's dive even deeper. Because the most unsettling question remains: who taught humanity to build Göbekli Tepe? Could hunter-gatherers really achieve such feats with no precedent? Or was their knowledge passed down, fragments of something older? Some fringe theories suggest contact with advanced beings, even extraterrestrial visitors, though mainstream archaeology resists such notions. Still, when you stand before Göbekli Tepe, looking at its perfect stone carvings untouched by time, it's hard not to wonder if something greater was at play. And then there is the deliberate burial again. We must ask ourselves, what does a people fear so greatly that they cover their sacred site layer upon layer, sealing it as if from prying eyes? Some say it was protection from invaders. Others think it was symbolic death, the closing of an age. But what if it was meant for us? What if Göbekli Tepe was a message left in a bottle of stone, meant to be uncovered at the right time, our time? Dramatic effect, archaeologists have only excavated a fraction of the site. What lies beneath the rest of the hill is still hidden. Some estimate over 20 stone circles remain buried, untouched. What new secrets might they reveal? What if beneath the soil rests not just more pillars, but evidence of technologies, writings, or even connections to other lost cultures? The full story of Göbekli Tepe may yet lie waiting, and as we search for answers, the site itself whispers with silence. Standing among those stones, you feel time collapse. You feel the presence of countless lives, countless stories, countless rituals lost to the winds of history. Göbekli Tepe is not just a ruin. It is a riddle carved in stone, asking us, who were we before we became who we are? Perhaps the real mystery is not how Göbekli Tepe was built, but why we forgot. Civilizations rise, they fall, and their stories fade. But some things, some truths, endure. The stones still stand, reaching across 12,000 years to remind us that the past is far stranger, far more complex than we could ever imagine. Pause, and maybe, just maybe, humanity is far older than we think. Thank you for watching Mysteries of Time. If this journey through Göbekli Tepe has left you wanting more, then don't stop here. We have many more enigmas to explore, lost libraries of knowledge, cursed tombs, and secrets buried beneath the sands. Subscribe, stay curious, and join us again, because history is not what we were told. It is far more mysterious.